Hello everyone, thank you for joining us. Dave from YouTube channel Dave's Game Room is here with me to talk about PES 2022 or eFootball reveal. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, I've got my my suit on. I'm really not looking forward to this funeral that we're about to talk about.
Yeah, it's I've been feeling sad today, and that sounds quite dramatic. Let's get into this now, guys. We're not here to talk about Prime Minister's questions time, don't worry. If you scroll down here, trending on Twitter at the moment, as we're recording this on PES Reveal Day, rest in peace PES, Konami has renamed the Pro Evolution Soccer Series eFootball, and it will become digital-only free-to-play game this autumn. Rest in peace PES. Dave, what's going on?
Absolutely. I mean, that news, you actually pointed me to this morning, and I said, really? There's PES news? And you were like, yeah, that reveal that we were teased during that awful demo, that awful eFootball game demo. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't believe it. My jaw dropped and hit the table. I couldn't believe what I was reading. It's going free to play, and it's not the Pro Evolution Soccer that we've known, watched, played for many years and loved for many years.
Let's watch the trailer, and I'll pause any parts that I feel is worth mentioning, basically, for the benefit of this video. So here we go. Making this full screen for you guys. No, not like that. Yes, like that. Here we go, guys. So if you haven't seen it, the PES 2020, I got to stop calling it that. eFootball reveal. It's no longer known as Pro Evo. It's eFootball. This is it. eFootball.
Yeah. And it's interesting, this introduction, this narrative that they do over the top of it.
Yeah, I was quite impressed with this, but I was like, yeah, this looks pretty cool, but then it all goes downhill very quick.
Goes downhill very fast.
Yeah. Oh, Dave, what are we going to do, man, with no more PES? Because I was just going to say I'm not buying this, but no one's buying this. It's free.
Exactly. And, well, with it being free, there's going to be some sacrifices, isn't there? And that's exactly what this is going to cover off, because they talk about all the different things in here. There's been motion capture, brilliant, okay. There's been, new graphics, new engine, yeah, we knew that. But then they talk about... It's got
Messi in his pyjamas.
Messi in them special pyjamas he wears. But then it goes on to talk about mobile. And that's where things take a turn for the worse. Because this looks quite good. All this looks quite nice and flashy. Mm-hmm. And initially I thought, yeah, sure. So we're going to have Master League and all the usual stuff, because that's where all this usually is. You see all these flashy intros and in the dressing room. But then it carries on, doesn't it?
Yeah. From what I can gather, in single player, there's only 6 teams or 10 teams to choose from.
Which is
so we're going to be playing
ridiculous. You're
going to be playing Man United v Juventus exhibition games for a year. It's like... There are a lot of questions, guys, and me and Dave will sound cynical. I keep using that word on all these PES and FIFA related videos, but we will be sounding cynical in this video, but for good reason. For good reason, because last year Konami gave us all that spiel, or the year before it might have been, about next gen when we move to the new engine. Oh, it's going to be the best thing ever. We're going to have improve Master League, improve My Club. We're going to focus in on the visuals, focusing on the gameplay because it's on the new engine, etc. We were lied to.
Completely lied to. And I also remember in recent times there was an interview that came out from somebody on the PES team saying how the graphics were going to be photorealistic, and that's what they were working towards. None of what you see here, and it's all coming from the game engine, looks anywhere near photorealistic. In fact, in places, it looks like they've almost gone backwards in areas. And in fact, you said that to me when you first played that new football game tester that they released. Mm-hmm. It just does not look next generation. If you told someone this was the Unreal Engine, they'd say, what, Unreal Engine 1 or 2 from God knows how many years ago? Because it certainly isn't any of the recent Unreal Engines.
Yeah, free to play is the main take from today, and that should ring alarm bells, guys, because I think what that means, because we know it's going to be cross-generation. Yep. Sorry, cross-platform.
Yeah.
Our PS5 players, for example, look at Gerard Piqué there. He's had enough. He's like, why are they promoting, or why am I helping promote this sack of crap?
In my pink pajamas.
In my pink pajamas. Yeah, they make him wear pink pajamas as well. But yeah, that should have been ringing alarm bells, guys, the fact that this is free to play, because I think that this will be, you're a PS5 player, as an example, playing against some guy halfway across the world who will be using his iPhone.
Yeah. This is the football alternative of Fortnite.
Fortnite.
That's what this is. In a nutshell, guys, it's Fortnite, which used to be Pro Evolution Soccer in this case. They're going down the free-to-play route, so they'll do all these extra things, and you'll see it, actually, because there's this bit about the roadmap, I think they mentioned. That really, really got my alarm bells ringing, because they started talking about this will be available on this date, and then on this date, this will come in, and on that date, that will come in, and you think, well, where's the content? And there's all talk of 1v1, online this and online that, and as you've just said, cross-platform. That's ridiculous. You mean I bought a PS5 to play Pro Evolution Soccer, and I'm going to be playing a mobile game? I might as well have just stuck to running it off of an old laptop from the 1990s.
A lot of people have bought a PS5 for the new version of Pro Evo.
Yeah.
Because the option files, because obviously we didn't know if we'd get it. Oh, there it is, guys. Cross-platform. It's confirmed. Look.
Yeah.
And download on the App Store. It says it all. Get it on Google Play. That's mobile.
That's mobile, and I dread to think what the mobile version will be like, but we'll be playing the same game on PS5 and Xbox Series X, because there won't be any differences, I wouldn't have thought. Maybe graphically there might be some differences, but this does not look good. And this reveal totally took the wind out of my sails, because I was quite hopeful last year when I talked about PES 2022 and the possibility of it being a good game. This eFootball nonsense, it looks like a shell of a Pro Evo game to me.
I don't even know what it is. Well, it's not PES. It's not PES that we all know and love, mate. And that's why, there we go, it's now called eFootball. It's rebranded. PES doesn't exist, guys. Here's the roadmap that Dave was talking about. So, let's pause that there. Early autumn.
Yep.
So this is what I was talking about, Dave. We've got these clubs to choose from. So we've got the 9 clubs there to choose from. Well, I don't know why 9. It's very bizarre. But Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Juventus, Man United, Arsenal, you could see them there for yourselves, guys. Is that it? I mean, how long until we get more content? Let's roll this forward.
Yeah. And then autumn. Now, what is all of that? What does that mean? Team building mode, name to be confirmed. Is that my club? Just with a different name?
Those cards will be my club related for sure.
Okay,
definitely.
and then it's saying cross-platform opens up between PlayStation, Steam, so PC players, and Xbox. Okay.
Yeah.
A match pass system. Yeah, this is a complete farce.
It's all my club, I think. That's my prediction. And also, this is how Konami will make their money, income stream, revenue stream, because people will buy my club points or whatever the currency is called to buy Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe, the usual thing. That is where Konami will make all their money. So I think because the mobile game model is working for PES with them and has been for the last few years and working quite well from what I understand, especially in Japan, this model to them makes business sense because more people will play PES 2022 eFootball because it's free, which means more people will invest in my club points.
Exactly. It reaches out to a wider audience, doesn't it?
This is the reasoning behind it all. And I've brought shareholders up before and got quite businessy with stuff before when it comes to football gaming, but this is where the shareholders have had their say and said, get rid of PES. It doesn't sell enough copies anymore. Who cares about Master League? Only Chorizo Machine and Dave from Dave's Game Room and a few other guys play that game. There's like 8 people who still care about it, whereas we've got millions of people who play my club. So this is why this has all happened, in my opinion, guys. So here we go. Winter. What have we got to look forward to this Christmas or festive season? Esports tournaments kick off. That'll probably be. Will that be my club related? I don't know. Cross-platform matches, console, PC, mobile. Yeah, like you said, Dave, I'll be on PS5 playing against you, who will be on this dodgy fake controller that you've bought. I mean, what controller's that?
Yeah, I have absolutely no idea. Connect up to my iPhone. I'm on the worst connection in the world, and it's running on an iPhone. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
And the players look like ants.
The players look like ants. The graphics look terrible. But in all seriousness, how's that going to work, Konami? You can't, and I made this point to someone earlier, you can't even make your online games, your normal online games, buttery smooth and lag-free. What in God's earth is this going to do, opening this up to mobile devices? It's going to make it worse.
Oh, it's going to be shambles, man. It's going to be a shambles.
Where is the offline content? Is this us now saying there's no such thing as an offline football game in terms of eFootball now? Is that it? Where's Master League? Where's the offline tournaments we used to be able to do?
Right, we'll get to that. So, yeah, I think in regards to your question about Master League,
yeah,
there's been rumours circling the internet since this reveal saying that Master League will be an added mode way down the line, and we'll have to buy it. But it's just that's a rumour. No one has confirmed that.
Yeah.
But those kind of modes will be added on, and you can kind of use your credit card and buy it for a tenner or whatever. I'm just guessing. That's my understanding. Personally, I don't even think they'll bother. I just don't think they'll bother with that kind of stuff. Why would they? So that's the reveal, guys. Let's have a look at the YouTube comments. This should be interesting. So it's had 35,000 likes from my club fans, probably, and 5.4 thousand dislikes from your Master League, your single player.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. The thumbnail justified how much effort they put into this next-gen PES. It's absolutely horrendous. Messi looks like he's... Oh, dear. Yeah, so guys, rest in peace, Pro Evolution Soccer seems to be the theme of the day. It's the theme of this video. That's why it says the day that PES died on my thumbnail that I created, guys, because I do feel like... Dave, we've played Pro Evo since, what, the late 90s?
Yeah, in its earliest form, we played it on the Super Nintendo and Mega Drive under the ISS banner, because that's where you can trace its roots back to. And it really, really took off for me, as you say, in the late 90s on PS1. And yeah, I mean, we've invested so many hours. You think about it. Over 20-odd years worth of hours we've invested into this game. And wow, it's just weird, man. It's a weird feeling right now.
It is. I mean, look, even official PES, Twitter has changed its Twitter handle, basically, to, I think it is eFootball now.
It has just become eFootball, yeah. It's been rebranded.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is, mate. Look.
It's completely
I'm not
rebranded.
following it, guys. I'm not following it. I will, just to see what's going on with this. The official global eFootball Twitter account. Follow us for all the latest news and updates. This will be very interesting. People can be quite hard or very harsh on Twitter. So Konami or eFootball say eFootball is on a path to change football gaming forever, and it doesn't stop at launch. As an evolving platform, we will deliver regular updates and upgrades to players, including more modes in the future. So maybe we'll see Master League. Maybe.
But again, Master League, have they actually bothered with some AI this year? Because it's all online focused. So that tells me they haven't necessarily focused on AI and worried about AI. Yeah. And that's been a big issue with us for years. What's the point of having a Master League if playing against the AI is just pointless? It's just a brainless experience.
Simon Moreno says here on Twitter, I don't know this guy, but he says, I'm an offline player. I heard rumors that the game would be free to play.
Yeah.
So those of us play offline, and Master League, I think he means, we edit the game to our liking. Are they going to put us aside? Unfortunately, I think we realise that the core PES community is much smaller than the online consumer base. Peter replies. So, yeah, we're an afterthought, guys. We've said this for years, though, Dave, on the channel.
Yeah, we've said it since the sort of esports / card trading / ball opening modes came in, haven't we? We've been saying it since, what, FIFA 15, 16, whenever that sort of first started to come out, and then obviously the My Club that followed afterwards. They care about that because it makes them money. As you said to me earlier on, it's business. And it is. Gaming has come down to just business now. It's not about how good the game is, about the fans, about the people that appreciate it and have played it for a number of years and are the reason why you made the thing in the first place. It is all just about the dollar bills now and the amount of money that Konami can make. And Konami, in all honesty, have been in financial trouble, I think, for a number of years, and that's why you've seen all sorts of franchises that they used to release, you know, your Metal Gears, your Castlevanias, etc., Silent Hills, just disappear completely, and this is just another chapter to add to that.
Mate, what is funny, look, this Twitter account is followed by Mike Phelan. So we know that Mike Phelan's... Mike Phelan's going to be playing eFootball in his shorts.
He'd be sat on the bench at Old Trafford with his phone out, playing eFootball.
Don't worry about that. It's this is a sad day, guys. I know we joke and we're laughing and messing around, but this is a very sad day. I've been playing a lot of PES 2013 and a lot of PES 5 over the last few weeks, and just it's been an absolute joy. It's this time of year, Dave, where I look forward to the next iteration of Pro Evo, because September, October, it's the run-in, isn't it? Not this year.
It is, and you normally get a demo. We've had some weird demo. I'm on exactly the same train as you. You know, usually we're on this thing called a hype train. We're steaming towards the next PES release, and we're both, come on, it's got to be good this year. It looks good.
Yeah.
I'm on the train that's come off the track somewhere, and I'm thinking, PES, what's that? eFootball? Yeah, forget that. I'm not even remotely interested in eFootball.
Same. I'm trying to find some footage of a lot of these are going to be
the demo, I'd imagine.
Yeah,
or it'll be the reveal, because I was looking earlier on as well to see if there was anything else, any other gameplay snippets that weren't just from this reveal, and I couldn't find anything genuine. It was all made up stuff.
Yeah, this is what we played, isn't it, mate? I mean, yeah, I don't like those huge circles around your feet, and I bet you, knowing Konami, you won't be able to turn those off.
No, exactly. And I had the same issue as you did. And also, yes, we like slower gameplay, but that new football game demo was extremely slow. It was like watching it at half speed and playing a game that was running at half the speed that it should be at. It was weird. I agree. I like slower gameplay, but it's still got to be accessible. It's still got to be a football. It's still got to be a game. I don't mean running at 180 miles per hour like FIFA Ultimate Team or FIFA does. Yeah.
But it still needs to flow like a game. Like PES 2020 and PES 2021, we've said it a million times, it's so sluggish and clunky. This is more of the same look.
More of the same, if not worse. And it's just so frustrating. But then more of the same but worse, but now online focused only. Free-to-play models will drop some new things in sort of every so often. Nah, sorry, it needs to be a complete product like it used to be, or sort of was, because it was always lacking some content. Yeah. Or I'm not interested. And I'm definitely in that sort of mindset of I'm simply not interested. I might drop a little look at what they're bringing in next year or next month, but my hype has all but disappeared.
Like I said to you on WhatsApp today, mate, at least, I mean, it's the only positive I can find today. We won't be wasting 50 quid on PES this year because it's free to play and we can play it.
Yeah.
We can feature it on the channel and talk about it, and it won't cost us a penny to do so. But that's the only positive I can find, guys. Let me and Dave know in the comments your thoughts on this reveal. Are you looking forward to this? I would like to hear from my club players. If you're a my club player, are you looking forward to this? Because I haven't even seen the my club players hype for this. Everyone's kind of like, this is a bit weird. I've even seen some people say, nah, this is a one-off. They won't even release a football game the year after. This will fail so badly they won't even bother next year with anything.
No.
It does feel like the end of days, doesn't it? With PES and Konami.
It's really sad. It does feel like Konami's getting so close to closing its doors for good, and that would be such a huge shame. But it's a sign of the times, I suppose.
Let's have a look, guys, at the competitor. I feel we have to. It's FIFA 22. The reveal was it yesterday?
Yeah, they did a gameplay reveal. I think it was yesterday because I watched it.
It was.
Yeah.
Here we go.
It was yesterday.
Let's make it full screen. There's a lot of talking on this, I think. So this is the trailer at the beginning. We've seen the trailer, guys.
Yeah.
Then you get some dudes talking. So this guy on the far right, he's disappeared now, but when it shows him again, he's very passionate about FIFA. Actually, all of these guys are quite passionate about it, and you can see that they want. That's it, Mr. Zaro. This guy is on Twitter. You could see from what they say about FIFA and football in general that they want FIFA to be slower and realistic, etc. But they get so much abuse from FIFA Ultimate Team heads when FIFA arrives that they always have to update it then and speed it up and make it ridiculous and frantic for the fucked fans.
Yeah, and that happens
Which is
every
a shame.
single release. Yeah, it happens every time because you and me will play it to start with and think, yeah, this isn't half bad. And then a couple of patches or so down the line, we've wasted £50 because it's awful and too fast for us.
Because they give in. They give in to the FIFA Ultimate Team crowd because they're, again, shareholders. That's where the money is. Shareholders probably say to these developers, look, keep those guys happy. They are buying the FIFA points.
Yes.
Keep them happy. Do something with that game. Just turn it into FIFA 21 again. Whatever you got to do, just do it. But these guys are passionate. I feel sorry for them. I'd like all these passionate guys who actually want to make a proper football game to get together, get under a new publisher, and bring us a third player in all of this. It's never going to happen, but I would love that. I would absolutely love that.
We desperately need it. I completely agree.
So we got this hypermotion technology. You were talking to me about this, Dave. You quite like it, don't you? Or you like the idea of it?
I like the concept because they had an 11v11 game, a proper 11v11 match going on. Every single one of the players on that pitch was all wired up, so all their movements were being captured by, obviously, computer systems. And they were also using some machine learning as well to help with the sort of coding of how all that comes together to give you like a representation of a football match. That's all been fed into FIFA from what I was watching last night. So the animations will look better, so things will look more natural, more realistic. But also, hopefully the way the game plays in general will also be more on the realistic side because they've got that machine learning analysing how that game played out. So that element of the game I'm quite excited about. But, and there's a big but, we know how the game is going to be tailored. We know it's going to be tailored towards foot players. So, once again, it won't be worth us looking at.
No, it won't be. I will take a look at it for the benefit of this channel, and we love talking about the football games. We kind of have to do that every year. Yeah. But yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm on the same page. I don't know. There's something about this version of FIFA that it to me, after watching this again, because I watched it last night, I wasn't that impressed, but I was very tired. I wasn't really taking it all in. After watching it again today, I quite like this, what I'm seeing. I don't like that crap. That's ridiculous. But I don't mind. This looks okay. I like this camera angle. It looks like a new camera angle to me. I might be wrong on that.
Yeah, I like the look of that too. In fact, there was some gameplay they showed that looked really good and really sort of slow and realistic. But they mentioned explosive sprint. Now, they have said that it works both ways. It works for attackers as well as defenders, and you can't spam it. That's one thing they did mention. Why is it even in the game in the first place? That's my big problem. What is this thing and why is it even in the game in the first place? If anything, the game needs to be more balanced, and they did mention that they take stats and information from a lot of games. They don't just ignore all the information they get. If there's too many goals, too many of the same types of goals, they review it and they try and make changes to the gameplay to balance it. So that feeds into what you were saying. They seem to really want to make this, the best it can be, the closest representation of football, which is what it should be. But it sounds like, as you say, the fat cats, the money makers, they want the game to make money at the end of the day, so that's not what's going to make them the most money.
Yeah, I've said this before, but FIFA Ultimate Team and my club are the worst things to happen to football gaming. They really, for me, and for you and for many other people who love playing football games and have done for decades. Yeah, this is the worst thing to have happened to the football gaming industry. It's so. I know it's their turn now. It's the younger generation's turn, etc. But I know people my age who love FIFA Ultimate Team, and it's like it really has overtaken, like I say, the football gaming landscape, the industry, and it's just really sad. But yeah, this is FIFA, guys. This is the FIFA reveal. What I don't like about from this footage I've seen as well, it doesn't really show it here, but because it's a player against a player. But I'd be interested in finding out if, like, midfielders, do they still track runs?
Yeah.
Do they jump in and defend with and help out the defense, or is it all going to be attacking orientated? And the huge score lines you'd get in FIFA 21 was ridiculous.
One of the things I did see, just touching on that quickly, I did see some footage during that reveal that suggests that yes, some of this machine learning, this coding they've brought into the game is focusing on defending. So defending will be more realistic by the AI players. And also, some of the runs that I saw the AI players making were pretty good. So it does look promising in areas, but it will be spoiled by the pace of the game. It just will.
And another issue, mate, which we haven't touched on yet, is it still on the Frostbite engine?
Yep, I think it is.
Then does that mean that career mode, single player, is still going to be far too easy, like every iteration of FIFA under that engine or running on that engine has been?
I would hope not. And that's where I think this machine learning aspect could come into it.
Oh, okay.
That's where I'm hoping the AI will be much more intelligent. So the things you'll see are more like what you'd expect from a real game. Less of this Roy of the Rovers stuff where we just work out how to play against the AI, and as you say, it gets easy. Because we've done that for FIFA for years. I mean, I can't remember the last FIFA game where we were both really struggling on the hardest difficulty. Was it probably FIFA 14 on the PS4? But
yeah,
because since then, me and you in particular have found ways, again on Legendary, of winning matches. Whether it's because our players get better, the morale, or because we're just decent at the game and we figure out how to play against the AI.
It's partly that we do get pretty good at it because we play it so much. But since FIFA 17, it's since the Frostbite engine, the CPU basically forgets how to attack me.
Yeah.
And also their centre backs, their defenders, just switch off every time I'm attacking. You can kind of just run through the middle half the time.
Yeah.
It's just way too easy. It ruins it for me. I don't really want to go into sliders and that kind of thing because I've used slider sets that I found online, and they break the game in a way for me because they'll improve one aspect but then severely break another aspect of the game. Like the CPU will never cross the ball then. It'll always just try and attack through the middle, as an example. It fundamentally will break something else by fixing one aspect, if that makes sense.
Yeah, or you'll adjust the amount the CPU shoots and it will take stupid shots that would never happen in a football match.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just, I hope FIFA 22 is challenging in the higher difficulties.
Yeah.
But I'm back to PES, guys, just to end the video. eFootball, I gotta stop calling it PES, it's too sad. Let me and Dave know, because it's one of those kind of occasions. So let me and Dave know in the comments your favourite Pro Evolution game to celebrate the series of all time, because for me it's done, it's over, stick a fork in it, it's done.
Yeah.
What is your favourite version of PES? I'm going to say, guys, I always sort of flirt with this in all of these Pro Evo or football gaming related videos. The drum roll, my favourite Brazilian drums. My favourite version.
Music.
Just get to it, Chorito. Okay, my favourite version of PES is PES 5. There you go.
Yeah.
Dave?
My favourite version is PES 5.
There you go. Because we were like, PES 3 or PES 5?
Yeah.
There are other brilliant versions of PES. I've got a big soft spot for PES 2013. Dave is not as keen because of the shooting. I am with you on that, Dave. It's not as satisfying scoring a goal as it is in PES 5 or in PES 3. We were on the fence with this, weren't we? Because PES 3 does feel a little bit more balanced than PES 5, but PES 5 just has this hook. It has this addictive quality about it. I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah, PES 5, especially against the AI in Master League, I just find it more rewarding to win and grind out results and get last-minute equalisers. It gets me out of my seat. I just think PES 5 is a more rounded game. That's why I've chosen it.
PES 5, guys. So, to celebrate... There you go.
PES 5.
There's Wikipedia. There is a picture of the Pro Evo 5. Oh, the day I bought that game and got home with it, man. Xbox, I bought it. I always remember I had the original Xbox. That was the edition I bought.
So did I.
And it was the first... No, I was going to say it was the first game I took PES Online, but that would have been PES 4.
Yeah.
But Pro Evolution Soccer 5 is the best PES game of all time. It's official, guys, as well. That's not up for debate. No, it is. Let me and Dave know in the comments. And let us know your worst PES game. Mine is, drumroll, my worst PES game of all time is eFootball. It's crap. Don't bother with it.
PES 2008.
Oh, 2008 was dodgy with the big blue marble.
Yeah.
Which was supposed to be... but yeah, for me, it's so far is eFootball, just because it's really hurt my feelings and destroyed my dreams. So even though it hasn't even arrived yet, it's eFootball. Guys, thank you so much for joining me and Dave for this dramatic trip down memory lane in a way at the end there, talking about the old Pro Evos. But yeah, mate, have an awesome evening, and you guys have an awesome morning, afternoon or evening. Please let us know in the comments what you think of this PES reveal, and we'll speak to you all soon. Take care, guys.
The pitch was ours.